Good morning, sir.
So, first today's date. What is today's date?
2082,
Jestha 25th, right?
Yes, sir.
Sunday. And now 9 months left for your SE. SE form is already filled. Now ball is in your court. How much percent you are prepared? Matter is like that. That's why make routine and practice and practice and practice. Now today presentation. Sunday presentation of theory. Friday presentation of practical. Right? So we have already made routine. 11 Sunday, 11 Fridays are there. Students, they have already got their duties assigned to them. And today there is presentation from no name is given here. Slide 1, Unit 2, classification of living beings. At first, let me welcome on the stage Miss Aarina Gubaju to present her slides. Afterwards, next candidate will come. Let's welcome them.
Good morning to all, and your name is Aarina Gubaju from grade 2, standing in front of you all to present a presentation of lesson 2, classification of living beings. Now, without wasting more time, I would like to start my presentation, and it goes like this. The contents include the introduction, and the second one is 5 kingdom system of classification, which was proposed by Robert Harding Whittaker, and third topic is kingdom plantae, and my portion is kingdom plantae, while it is continued by kingdom animalia by my next friend Dipak, and my next topic is divisions of kingdom plantae and the conclusion. Now, introduction. Classification. Classification means the process of dividing organisms into different groups or subgroups on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities, and it is known as classification of organisms. Classification of organisms means the process of dividing organisms into different groups or subgroups on the basis of its similarities and dissimilarities, as it has different similarities and dissimilarities on its phylogenetic relationship and its nucleus and its mode of nutrition and so on. And the methods of system of classification are 2 kingdom classification and 5 kingdom system of classification. 2 kingdom system of classification was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus in 1758 AD, and when it was not valid, or when it became while it had many drawbacks, like it couldn't classify viruses and bacteria, Robert Harding Whittaker proposed 5 kingdom system of classification in 1969 AD, and its importance. Classification of organisms are done as it helps in understanding the diversity of life. There is a diverse life of organisms in our earth, in our ecosystem, and identify our organisms. To identify organisms and in this category does it lie. While studying evolutionary relationship is also the importance of classification of organisms. And my next topic is 5 kingdom system of classification. 5 kingdom system of classification was proposed by Robert Harding Whittaker in 1969 AD, and it classified Monera in first kingdom by Protista and continued by fungi, animalia and plantae. Monera are prokaryotic, unicellular, and they absorb or photosynthesize, and they are motile or non-motile, while they reproduce by asexual method. And protista are eukaryotic, unicellular or multicellular. They absorb, ingest or photosynthesize. They reproduce by both sexual and asexual method. And fungi are eukaryotic, multicellular. They absorb as they are parasitic, and they are saprophytic. and they are non-motile and they reproduce usually by sexual method. And animals include eukaryotic and they are multicellular. They ingest food and they are motile and they reproduce by sexual method. And continued by plantae, they are eukaryotic and they are multicellular. They photosynthesize and they are autotrophs and they are non-motile. They do not move from a place to next and they usually reproduce by sexual method. And 5 kingdom systems are this, and here also you can see the figure of 5 kingdom system classification and their organisms. And continuing this, one microbiologist from America, also Carl Woese, in 1977 tried to propose 6 kingdoms, which was based on RNA, which is genetic material, ribonucleic acid, and they were archaea, bacteria, protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. But it was a fail. And kingdom plantae, it is said that it is from by the report by Royal Botanic Gardens Kew in the United Kingdom in 12 May 2016. It was said that 391,000 species of vascular plants, pterophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms, and 44,000 algae, 21,225 bryophytes were found around the world. And those plantae are multicellular, eukaryotic, immobile, chlorophyll containing plants, and they are autotrophs but sometimes heterotrophs. Like in the cases of insectivorous plants, they are heterotrophs and they collect the food in the form of starch, and they usually have vascular tissue which is known as xylem and phloem for conducting water and minerals, while cells are with plastids and cell wall is made up of cellulose. Some examples of plantae are spirogyra, liverworts, fern, etc. Divisions of plantae. Divisions of plantae include algae. Algae is also known as seaweed. And the second one is bryophyta, bryon or moss or liverwort, and tracheophyta. In Greek, it is derived from Greek word, and it is tracheo, which is known as vascular, while phyta means plant. And its subdivision are pteridophyta, gymnosperms, angiosperms, while angiosperms is also classified into classes monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Division: algae. Algae or in Latin seaweed. Algae are simple or lower photosynthetic haloid plants. It is also known as halophytes. Their characteristics are they are mostly found in water and in wet or moist areas, and their plant body is filamentous or haloid. It means that they do not have two roots, stems and leaves are absent in them, while they are chemically composed of cellulose and vascular tissues are absent in them. They do not have conducting tissues in them, and they may be unicellular or multicellular. And they are autotrophs. They store food in the form of starch, and some examples are spirogyra, volvox, etc. And here is the figure of spirogyra. Second division is our bryophyta. In Greek, bryon or moss or liverwort. Bryophytes is term used for plants that do not have true vascular tissue. From the definition, we can know that it does not have vascular tissue or conducting tissue. And they are also known as amphibians of plant kingdom, as they grow inland but they need water for completing their life cycle. And the plant body is thallus, like meaning it can be prostrate or erect. They lack true vegetative structure and have a root like stem-like and leaf-like structure. Here you can see a figure. Here is capsule, and this stem-like structure is seta, and it is leaves, and here is main axis, and root-like structure is rhizoid. top three parts of the thyroid gametophytes are rhizoids, axis and leaves. The plant body do not have vascular system, xylem phloem, and these plants grow in damp and shady environment. Main plant body is dioecious and gametophyte. This means male and female plants are separated and reproduce sexually by the formation of male and female gametes, and examples are moss, liverwort, etc. And continued by division, Tracheophyta, Greek tracheo, vascular, and phyta plants. And subdivision, Pteridophyta. Tracheophyta is also classified into its subdivision, Pteridophyta, gymnosperms and angiosperms. First subdivision is Pteridophyta. Its characteristics are plants that belong to this subdivision are pteridophyte, and they are also known as botanical snakes, and they have vascular tissue. They contain vascular tissue, but there are undeveloped ones in Tracheophyta. And the main plant body is sporophyte, as they reproduce by producing spores. And the lower surface of the leaves bears brown bean-shaped spores, which is known as sori. And the group of sporongia is sorus, and the spores are produced inside them. Sorus produce their spores inside them, and some examples are Lycopodium and Fern, etc. And here is the figure of pteridophyte plants. Subdivision, gymnosperms. Greek gymnos means naked, while sperma means seeds. Characteristics. The gymnosperms include naked seed-bearing plants, and they are cone-bearing plants. Pollination is direct, which takes place with the help of wings. As it is not covered by any fruit, the pollination takes place in direct pollination, which is carried out by wing, and they are usually woody, perennial, evergreen trees, and they are trees and shrubs rather than herbs. They bear male and female cones, are strawberry instead of flowers for sexual reproduction. They produce cones for sexual reproduction instead of flowers. And some examples of gymnosperms are Titus and Pinus. Here is the figure of gymnosperm. Angiosperm. Angiosperm is the plants which we see in our environment usually. Pollination takes place with the help of wind, water, animals. Animals, examples, insect, bird, snails, etc. And the main plant body is sporophyte, which is differentiated into stems, root and leaves. It is clearly classified into stems, roots and leaves. And reproduction takes place by indirect pollination, and the pollen grains are received at the stigma found at the tip of the carpels, and the root system is taproot or adventitious root, and the seeds develop inside plant organs and form fruit. And the example are mustard, rose, mango, etc. And here is also a figure where this up one part is apical bud, which grows into the flower, and this is flower. This main part is stem, and this is leaf. Stem provides support to the plant, and here is axillary bud, and here is petiole, and this is node, and part between the two nodes are known as internodes. Class which is in angiosperms. The plants whose seeds have a single cotyledon is known as monocotyledon or monocots. It has only a single cotyledon like corn, and they are found both on land and in water. They have adventitious or fibrous root, means it has root which is scattered in various parts, and they contain parallel venation in their leaves. And the flowers are typically trimerous, and they are pollinated by wind. Some examples are maize, rice, and etc. Class dicotyledon. In Greek, di means two, and the plants whose seeds have two cotyledons are known as dicotyledonous plants or dicots. They grow both in water and on land. Their leaves are dorso-ventrally Their leaves are dorso-ventrally flattened and they have reticulate venation. Their flowers may be unisexual or bisexual and tetramerous or pentamerous. Seeds are included within the fruit. Seeds are enclosed inside the fruit and they contain two cotyledons. Their primary roots develops from the radicle of the embryo and persists as a taproot. Example: pea, mustard, etc. In conclusion, the kingdom Plantae, comprising all plant life, is a vital kingdom on earth, playing critical roles in ecosystems and supporting human life. Plants as autotrophs form the base of many food chains and provide essential food resources, including food, fuel and medicines. Their unique characteristics, including cellulose, cell walls, chloroplasts and diverse reproductive strategies, highlight the remarkable adaptation and diversity within this kingdom. My presentation concludes here. Now to be continued by my next friend or partner, Dipak Bohara.
Respected our science teacher and my dear friends, today I am here standing in front of you to present my presentation on the topic chapter 2, classification of living beings. Now without delay I am going to present my presentation. Kingdom Animalia. You all know that kingdom Animalia means to include many organisms which are similar with each other according to their structure, body size, and some similar characteristics and their differences. And here are given two contents. The first one is to know about the kingdom animals, and you all know that this kingdom animals, and next to study about phylums. In kingdom Animalia there are some phylums, and I am going to present about that. And first phylum is Porifera. The phylum Porifera means the pore-bearing animals. Pore-bearing animals, and first is Porifera means those kind of animals which bear pores, and its characteristics are first characteristic is they do not move from one place to another. It means that the Porifera are those kind of animals which do not move from one place to another. We can say they are sessile. And next is they are diploblastic animals. Porifera are diploblastic means they contain two layers. Like one is terminal and next is gastral. There are two layers which contain by Porifera. An example you can see Cycon, Spongia, etc. And this is a figure of Cycon, and here you can see here is the osculum, this pore like osculum, and their upper ocellia. And next phylum Coelenterata. The phylum Coelenterata means a group of animals whose body is provided with a coelentraton. Means Coelenterata are those kind of animals which contain coelentraton. Means coelentraton means that the cavity which is contained by Coelenterata, and its general characteristics are they are sessile. It means they cannot move from one place to another, and they are diploblastic organisms. This also contains two layers, but here two layers different layers like its contain two layers. One is mesoderm and outer layer is endoderm. These two layers contained by this coelenterata. Another is they are known as coelenterata, means they contain cavity and they respire through the body surface, and their respiration process takes through body surface. And example, hydra, jellyfish, and this is shown here, the hydra, and these are the example of coelenterata. Oh, jellyfish. And next phylum is Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes means include those type of animals which have flat and soft body. Means Platyhelminthes means their body structure like flat and soft, and that such type of plant, such type of animals are known as Platyhelminthes. And this is known as also flatworm. And its general characteristics are they are triploblastic animals. Platyhelminthes contain three layers, and they are endoparasites, and they are hermaphrodictyl, and they contain male and female parts. And for example, there is given tapeworm, liver fluke, etc. And this is the example of liver fluke. And next phylum is Nementhelminthes. Nementhelminthes means those animals which contain thread and which is known as thread worm. These are commonly called roundworm, and most of them are parasitic or free living. And its features, they are unsegmented, cylindrical, elongated, and cylinder animals. It means that their body is not divided into any part. Their body structure like smooth, and their digestive system is incomplete. And they respire, their respiratory and the circulatory organs absent. It means their respiration system is absent. And for example, ascaris, hookworm, roundworm, etc. And this is a figure of roundworm. And next phylum, Annelida. The term means Annelida means the ring-like body. Means Annelida are those animals which contain ring. We can say ring, and the most of them are terrestrial. Means most of them Annelida are live on land. And its general character are they have moist skin through which they respire. Means Annelida contain moist skins and through which they respire, and their blood vascular. I think this is wrong. And they contain hemoglobin which gives red in color. Next, their respiration is very common. Means they can regain their life again and again. And for example, leech, earthworm, etc. Next phylum is Arthropoda. The term arthropoda means the animals with jointed legs. Arthropoda is very common, and we can know that their body structure or legs are jointed. And this phylum is considered as the largest phylum among all phylum because they are found in the different habitats like air, water, and soil, water and land. They are found in different habitats, and its general features are as follows. First one is they respire through the body surface, trachea, lungs, or blood gills. it means their respiration takes through body surface, trachea, lungs and blood gills, and they have open blood vascular system. It means that their vascular systems blood doesn't flow in vessels, and for example butterfly, spider, etc. And this phylum also again further divided into 4 classes. First is Crustaceans, Insecta, Meridiopoda and Archinoda. These are further classes into 4 classes. Now you can see the picture spider. Next phylum is Mollusca. The term Mollusca means the soft bodied animals. Their body structure is very soft, and which is known as Mollusca. And this phylum is also second largest in number of species. In Mollusca also is found in different species, and this is known as we call as largest phylum among all. And its general features are they are very soft and unsegmented body, or their body structure is not divided into any part, and they are very soft. Another, their body is divided into head, mental, spiral, mass and foot. And they respire through the gills, body surface or pulmonary sac, and example is shell, octopus, etc. And next phylum is Echinodermata. The Echinodermata are the Comparisons, spiny skinned animals, and most of them found in bottom of the sea, and most of them are found in sea, and its general features are they do not have the distinct head, and it means their head is not separated, and they respire through gills. The respiration process takes place through gills, and they have only developed sense organs, and their sense organ is poorly developed, and regeneration is take place. An example is starfish, sea urchin, sea lily, etc. And next phylum is Chordata. The animals which have a cord or nerve cord in their body are known as Chordata, and its general features are their eyes are originated from brain, and their body is symmetrical, bilateral and triploblastics, and for example snake, toad, parrot, cow, etc. These are the example of Chordata. And there are some classes, and first one is Pisces. The Pisces are the most primitive cold-blooded vertebrates animals, which is known as fishes. And Pisces are those type of animals which are very primitive and cold-blooded animals, and its general features are their body is long, flat and streamlined, or to reduce the water resistance, and their body is covered with waterproof smooth scales, and breathe through their respiration takes place through gills. And for example, sea, horse, and next class is Amphibia. The term Amphibia means the animals with double modern life, and its features they can live in land and waters. Means they can live on both land and water, and their body is divided into head and trunk into two parts, and they are spread through gills, and they are poiothermic or full-blooded animals, and example frog, toad, etc. And next class is reptiles, reptilia, and the term reptilia means the animals which travel on the ground, and they are the first vertebrates which are fully adapted to live on land. And reptilia means those kind of animals which cross the ground, and its general features are they move by crawling, and their body is covered with dry skin, and their body is divided into three parts, and they are phycilothermic or animals, and example is snake, crocodile, etc. And next class is ape. The term ape means the aerial animals which evolved from the reptiles and shown the reptilia characters, and its general features are their body is covered with the feathers and scales. Their body is divided into head, neck and tail, and they are warm-blooded animals, and they breathe through lungs, and they are oviparous, means they lay eggs, and the example parrot, dog, etc. And next is mammalia. From mammalia means the animals which gives direct birth to their babies and from the breast, and its general features are they are oviparous, means they directly give the birth to their babies, and warm-blooded animals, and example human, bat, whale, horse, etc. And by saying this, I would like to start with the
Thank you very much. Alright, so this is the spirit. Last time there was presentation by Krijal and Dipak. So this presentation is more better than last time's. Give them a big round of applause. Actually, if it's a matter of study, they feel sleepy. I know. If he was one movie, they could be quite excited one. So Aarina has kept some music also, and he has kept some moving letters also. That's the spirit. No? That's great. Now whose turn is there next week? Nistara and Ashwin. So please, your presentation must be better than this. Just watch this in your YouTube, in my YouTube channel, and find out. Okay? And who is going to present on coming Friday? Friday? Aarina and? Or me, you will present alone? Okay, so make this good. So for Friday's presentation, actually Sunday theory presentation, Friday practical presentation. I don't know. So how you have done? You have already got the duty. Please be best, because in 11, 12, bachelor level, master level, you have to do most of the time presentations, and you will have this better confidence if you do so. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so